Hey guys, what is up? How you doing? Welcome back to Art Wednesday, where we do something artistic on a Wednesday. Ignore my hair. I put it up today, so it looks bad. Guys, look who wanted to join us. Say hi, Bailey. Oh, okay, goodbye. So, I already told you what this week's video is, but it is gonna be how many whips can I finish? Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I don't typically have scrap yarn. If you watch a bunch of the other creators, they always have enormous amounts of scrap yarn, scrap buckets, just itty bitty scraps, huge scraps, and all that nonsense. I don't have any of that. Like, this, I don't consider a scrap. There's a bunch here. I'm actually planning on working through this. Now, this I would consider a scrap, but there's still a lot here. I can make a project out of this. These do get used. I consider scraps maybe being something that don't get used, if that makes sense. But like, I know for a lot of people, this would be considered a scrap. But for me, it's not, because I have another skein of this. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on this. But I do have a lot of whips, and I don't personally like to have a lot of whips. And that shelf up there is looking a mighty cluster with all the whips. So there is one whip that we will not be finishing. And that is the hexagon cardigan. And, oh, sorry, two whips. Back here, which you can't, right there, is a star blanket. And in my buckets over there, there's a bunch of blankets. Those are not going to be touched. They just take too much time. I'm more working on the custom blanket. Like, those aren't going to get touched. All the whips that are amigurumi related will be worked in this video. Okay, they literally just fell on the ground. Okay, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember what these were. It's on row 3. Like, let me just, this is 12 or 16? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. Okay, I have 14. Which, it's supposed to be 12 or 16? I don't know what this was supposed to be. So we're just gonna, again, I know this would be considered a scrap ball of yarn, but I've got plenty of white, so we're just gonna use it for something else. And call this a day. Now this, like what? It looks like an ear. I guess we'll find more parts. Now this is a mini turtle. I know which pattern this is. This is the shell. I know what that one is. This one is the bunny snuggler pattern that I bought that I did not finish because when I sewed the ears on, I sewed them in the row and that messed up the face sculpting because I was supposed to do the ears last and I gave up on it. But we're gonna finish this guy. I know it's not the race season for him, but it's fine. Oh! A dragon. So maybe this was the nose start? Like, the face start? Maybe? Because I've got, these are the ears. Oh, I know what this is. Oh, maybe I don't. I was gonna say, I think this is the ear for the dragon, because I made 2 sets of these ears and 2 sets of these ears. One with white and pink, and then pink and white. So a total of 3 dragons. I don't know if I'm going to have time to commit to that. We'll see. Same with this one. This was the bottom of the dragon's tail. So we'll see if I can get to these, but I'm still trying to work on that custom order. And then we have this guy. Now this guy, I'm pretty sure, because I'm really trying to use up all that yarn. So I think this is also this. Don't they look, you know? So these are snakes. I want to assume this is a snake. It's attached to yarn. And so I don't know. We'll see. Oh! This literally just fell from the shelf, fell from the sky. This is the other ear. That wasn't scary at all. So this guy is double-stranded because this brown is real thin. But I really liked how the white and brown looked. So this is double-stranded. I don't know if I have another skein of this. I'm not seeing another skein. So this might be all we have. So that is definitely a project. Now this, believe it or not, this is almost done, I believe. So I had started a long time ago the 2 axolotl snugglers and this beautiful color. One with embroidered eyes and one with blue eyes. Is that blue eyes? Blue eyes. And I started on the body, which is attached here. And I just stopped doing it for whatever reason. I'm blanking on the pattern, but obviously 2 arms, 2 legs, and then the body. And then the body frill. Twice. So, I wasn't going to show you these, but I have 2 more dragon ears. Now, see, that's what confuses me, because compare this dragon ear to, where'd it go? This dragon ear. So that's why I don't know what this is. I might honestly... That's what makes me think it's the nose snoot for the face. So I'm going to look at that. If I can't figure it out, though, I'm just going to use it as stuffing. But I lost the other ear, but oh, here it is. I've got 2 ears for a 3rd dragon. So there's 4 dragons right here, like... And do you guys remember when I pulled this out and I said I didn't know what this was and that it looked like an octopus, but I didn't need this color in an octopus? This is a pickle. This was me starting to make the new pickle pattern I bought because I only have 2 pickles left. So that's what that is. Okay, now this guy, this is the pattern that I bought for Mother's Day but never finished. It is the potted plant. I just need the flower part. This guy looks like a turtle shell. But the problem is I make so many turtles, I don't know which turtle pattern this would be. Hopefully I can just use this one. It looks 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one's just bigger because of the yarn. So I think these would be fine together. Or, like, I could use the same pattern. Oh, this guy. This guy I made, like, last year. This is the chicken snuggler from the Mama May Minis. The books that's in the closet. Is it in the closet? Hold on. Okay, I don't know where it is. But the problem is... I don't have much of this yarn left in this Burnett. And the yarn I do have, I need for a custom order. Which I actually need to work on. I'll work on Thursday. Anyways. So this might have to get scrapped. Maybe just back to where I started the yellow. I think it's only like 1 row. And I could swap it out for the other yellow that I do have. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. So, one, I don't know if I have this yarn. Like, this yarn I know I have. But I don't know what it is. So, I know these patterns. Oh, I dropped one. So, I know the next couple items are all from this book. Made by Jenna. But I don't know what it was. And I don't know if I still have the yarn. So, like, this one, I know I have the yarn. I've got 4... They're going in the box. I've got 4 of the arm, legs, whatever have you, and 2 wings, which makes me think it's this guy right here. It kind of makes me think it's this dragon, because doesn't that look like the wing I have? Then we have these 2 orange arms, and I know that this belongs to the mallard. Yeah, so those 2 go to the mallard, and those are the feet. But that's all I've gotten done for this, and I don't know what color. I think I'm gonna do this with chenille, the just chenille. Now this one I'm gonna take a guess on. I've got 4 of them. And this is Baby Bear, and I think I still do have Baby Bear. I want to say those 4 are this guy. The Brontosaurus. I think that's what those are for this. If I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong here. But, yeah. Let me look at the legs real quick. Yeah, looking at the pattern, I believe these are those. Now, these are where we're gonna get a little iffy. Obviously, these are turtle fins. But there's only 3, and we need 4. And I don't know which turtle pattern this was for, you know? Because looking at the turtle pattern that's in this book, those are not this. And why did I only make 3? And is this the same color yarn as this one that's right here? Hold on. Okay, get the use skein. Is this the same color? Yes, okay. So we're gonna put this with this. But yeah, you see, we got so many whips here. I don't know where to start. Maybe the snake. The snake could be fine. I do want to make this, but I know I'm not going to have enough of that one color, so I'm just like, I'm going to frog it back. Let me look around and see. Oh, I'm pulling out the orange. Do I just frog the whole thing? I might just frog this whole thing. Hold on. Yeah. And I can come back to it. I'm going to look around, though, and I'm going to see if I can find this over there on that shelf, because I feel like I had one over there. Okay, all that got me was more whips. I don't see an arm over there. I forgot I have these whips. These are made with acrylic, a big twist, which apparently is at Michael's now? Somebody found Big Twist named Joann's brand yarn at Michael's. Like, this label and everything, not even under their brand. And I'm like, that's really weird. So, this is legs. And it's got a bum. This was the Imkins. That book I just had to have. That's the body for it. And the reason why I stopped working on this one... Oh, I didn't even secure the eyes. These eyes are not even... These eyes aren't even... This is a dragon. And, oh, I left the hook here. How nice of me. But the reason why I stopped working on this was because I don't think I have enough yarn. And I couldn't figure out what yarn this was. But it is made with a C-hook. Look how tight those stitches are. We are definitely not going to work on these today. We're going to just forget I even saw those. We're gonna put this back. Guys, I found it. So here's the problem I'm seeing with these guys. So obviously I'm gonna make a head. But I don't think these are gonna be... Like, I feel like these are too big for this shell. Because these shells are specifically designed for the minis. And the minis only have a bobble stitch. So this one would work. But the colors are weird. Like, I'm going to be using the other one for that. So I need to find another turtle pattern for this. And hopefully it works. It looks like it's 1, 4, 6. Looks like it's 10 stitches across, give or take. So I can make this work. I know how to make a turtle, even without a pattern. I just need to find one that will fit its proportions. So I think we're going to start with the 3 turtles. And then I'm going to go on to the snake. I think that's what we're going to do. And I will regroup when I get back. I need to make 2 hatching chickens. So we'll see what I get done. But I will come back on Thursday. Bye! Or Wednesday night, whichever one. Guys, I was going to come on later and update you. It's 7:30. But something funny just happened, so let's go over it. But before we get into that, we finished this guy. Just a classic turtle. I didn't tack his head up or anything because I kind of liked how floppy it was. So this is the one that we kind of freestyled, but not really. And then we made this guy. I don't know what it is, but I love this, like, I thought it was orange, but it's pink color with this turtle shell. Like, I feel like this color matches this color just perfectly. And so here's where I messed up. It's not supposed to have a tail. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I gave this guy a tail. And I'm like, why does it look so weird? I'm like, it's because he wasn't supposed to have a tail. But we got those 3 done. And then, I don't know if you saw it, but we did finish the snake. So I love this 2-stranded method. This yarn is lasting a long time. I could probably get like 3 more snakes. So I put it away. But I love how this came out personally. So this white one, I think this white one was supposed to be a white and black version for my cousin. But he had already gotten another snake. So I went to my stash to pull this out, to double strand it with the white. And then, lo and behold, look what I ran into. Do you know what this is? Does this help? We started the dragon head. Why didn't I? It's not even stuffed. Why didn't I just finish this stupid thing? I don't even know. So I went into the other part of the drawer and I got this color. So we are gonna, this is Skinny Chenille, by the way. I have Skinny Chenille in this color, and then this blue color. So yeah, that is what we're working on. I am working on the snake. I just finished round 1. There is 27 rounds. So the way I do it is when I get to round 10, I move this stitch marker up. And then when I get to 20, I place a second stitch marker. And then I just do the 7 more rounds. And it works out great. But after we finish the snakes, the snake, I think I'm just going to work on that dragon. Like, I don't know why that I didn't finish him. Like, it's all no-sew. Like, I don't know. And then we'll finish this one eventually. I don't know about those other dragons, though. And I also forgot to show you the rest of my whips. So I'm going to go grab them real quick. Yeah, I forgot to show you like 5 whips. So these are bigger projects. So they are most likely not going to get touched. But Jumbo Extremely Massive Leggy Frog. And before you ask, yes, the hook is massive. And I still think it might be too small. This isn't even row 1. This is like half row 1. And then, if you remember, a very, 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 very long time ago, we mass made a bunch of swains. Like, these are all swains. Like, hold on. These are all just swains, and of course they're all tangled. Because why wouldn't they be? Okay, I got one. So these are all just swains without bodies, and they need their bodies, and yeah, this thing is just completely full. I don't know if we're gonna get to that. I really want to focus on the stuff that's like on my desk. And down in that corner, I don't want to pick them up, but we got a jumbo ghost and a Cheshire cat. So yeah, and that is where we're at. I'm gonna go work on this guy, and I will report back at the end of the night. Bye! Guys, we kicked some serious booty. It is 1 a.m. Don't tell mom. But I finished all the whips I'm gonna finish today. Tomorrow, I really gotta work on the customs. I gotta work on the hatching chickens and Gyarados. So I'm probably not gonna get much more of the whips done tomorrow, but we'll see. I did 2 rows on this guy, the pickle. So this guy. I'm gonna do some yarn reviews. So I was doing the head, and I couldn't figure out where I was, so I frogged it back. And then I figured out where I was before, but then I had already frogged it. But here he is. Now, this is Skinny Chenille. In my opinion, just my opinion, this is not worth working without double stranding. And when I mean double stranding, I mean like this and or this. Just because it comes out so small, which I know is the whole point. I'm not, yeah. But if I'm going to go through like all this work, I want it to be bigger so I can charge more. So I feel like if you're making a bigger project like this or something, it's not worth it. If you're making something small though, and you want it to be small, I feel like the Skinny Chenille is perfect. But I am probably just going to double strand that and maybe make a bunch of snakes. I don't know if you can see this, but look how pretty that variegated. And I can make these longer too. Like this is just the standard, but like I can make it as long as I want. But to recap what we made on day 1, Wednesday, we started off with this turtle, who I kept floppy on purpose. We're almost done with this brown color. We have a little left. Then we made these 2 mini turtles. And then we made this snake. And then we made this snake. And I stuffed these, like, so they're, like, really firm. This one, not so much. But this one's, like, really firm. But you can still, like, you know. And then we made this guy. And that was all no-so. And then to finish off the night, I don't like this yarn. Don't mind the head. That was me. That wasn't the pattern. I don't know if you can see it, but like right there. It's very bleedy. And this yarn didn't get wet. Like I could understand if it got wet, but this yarn, I have it in every color, and unfortunately I did not use all the white. So I'm like, now, something I'm proud of. It said to use fluffy yarn to make a tail. And this was not easy to sew on. And it turned out a little big. I think it's over to the right too much, but I'm actually kind of proud of that tail. It was fun. But here she is. So for the whips I have on my desk, we got the Bronchiosaurus, whatever. The Mallard Duck. We had the flower. 2 axolotls. A pickle. And the 3 dragon parts, which we probably won't get to. if I have to be honest with you, I would rather focus on the swings than the dragons. Because the dragons I have on a made-to-order, custom-order basis. So I'm not worried about the 4 dragon parts I've got over there. Like, if I don't get to those, like, that's not a big deal, you know? But, like, the swings down there, those are a hot take. Those are selling. I'm almost completely out. So, like, you know? But I do want to get rid of these, like, itty-bitty parts. So, yeah. But that is going to be it for night 1. I'm going to see you guys on Thursday. And no, I have not edited the candy corn video yet. It's like, I know I need to do it, but I keep forgetting. So, yeah. Bye! Okay, guys. I am back for our nightly recap. I don't know what it was, but I was just crocheting very slow today. It is what it is. But we finished our 2 custom chickens. I almost didn't have enough of this yarn. I was stressing. But we had enough, and this was a brand new skein, so I wasn't worried. Also ignore the hair. But not only did I spend the whole day on these 4 items, I also went to the movies. So I was making this one, and the way this pattern works is there's A through H, I believe, of these shapes, and each letter is unique and has a different shape. So I was making D, and for some reason I think I looked ahead in the pattern, and I somehow went to E. So I was looking at the pattern, and I'm like, wait a minute, these numbers aren't matching up, because I thought I was on D still. So I frogged this section right here. I frogged it back to this row, and redid it. And then I realized afterwards that I was doing E and not D, but by the time I realized I was already down here, I'm like, I'm not going to frog it back because I need an E anyways. So we made an E instead of a D, which it is what it is. I still need 2 more Ds. And then I went to the movies, and then after the movies, I started working on the swings. So we made one. I feel like it came out a lot bigger. I don't know. So what I did was I made 3. So we made 4 of the pink tails, which obviously we already did one. 2 of the blue tails to go with the swing. So I have 11 swings. I've got 10 now. But I went 4 pink axos, 2 blue axos, 4 frogs, and then there's a turtle one I didn't do yet. So yeah. I'm taking everything to the store tomorrow because this is Thursday night. So all of this is coming with me. So yeah, you're not going to see it again. But I am keeping a record of how many whips we're at. And we're not going to include the chickens because they weren't technically a whip. They were custom. But we're at 9 whips done as of Wednesday. And I think that's pretty good. Considering I only did 1 today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I did do... Oh, I put them away. So I don't know if you can see them. I put all the dragon parts in there. And we're just not going to worry about them. And then all the other ones that had tiny little parts, I put back in the bucket up there. But I did do like 1 row on the pickle. But yeah, I want to get rid of these swings. So that is where we're at. And I will see you guys for Friday night. Bye! Hello guys, I am here to close out the video and I am traumatized. It's also midnight and I wanted to finish the whip before I came on to wrap up the video. So I forgot to close the porch door and we have a lot of frogs, a lot of lizards. So when it's nighttime, they are not allowed on the porch. They are strictly indoor kittens. Our porch is enclosed. It has the screen, everything. They can't get out. But somehow, there was a frog in my room. I hate lizards and I hate frogs, like with a soul passion. And nobody could find it. So I left the light on. I moved to my bed. I'm like, I gotta finish this project. I need to finish it before I finish this video. And they couldn't find it. So I went to get polyfill and it was under my polyfill. Just thankfully it wasn't in it. So I got the laser and Raven was kind of playing with it, but not touching it. And then Bailey was hitting it, but she wasn't recognizing what she was doing. She was just trying to hit the laser, and I'm like, Bailey. So I had to hit it with the broom, take it outside, and I think it was alive still because it moved, but I am traumatized. Like, I hate this. And to top it off, I cannot for the life of me find the paper that had the number that we had for whips. Because I wrote it down because I knew I was going to take all that stuff to the store. But I can't find it. I don't remember what number we were on. The last one I showed you guys was the pink axolotl on the swing. I want to say that was 9. But maybe it was 11. And I don't know if I counted the pink axolotl on a blue swing, which you didn't see. Or the bucket hat. Or the granny square hat. I don't know. So I'm going to count the axolotl, the pink axolotl on a blue swing, which I didn't get footage of because it's sold, as 10. And I did get footage of the granny square hat. And I'm going to count that as 11. And I know what you're saying. Yes. I had one single square in my drawer. So we made a bucket hat. I used the All for One Granny Square Flower Power yarn. And so the bucket hat turned out pretty big, but I mean, it fit my head still, so I needed it to make 4 squares. I had 1 and I needed 5, so there's footage of that probably before this. And for the other 2 whips, these were the whips that I talked about, but said I wasn't going to do, but ended up doing. So we finished, because I never even showed you these. And before you say anything, yes, this was a whip. I had like the leg or arm started. But this is the Cheshire Cat. I absolutely love this. I messed up on the ears and the hat a little bit. The head part was very complicated for me personally. But the rest of it, I absolutely loved. You can tell by his head's a little floppy. So I put in each leg 2 ounces of poly pellets to help it stand a little more. And then for the neck, I put those 2 rods right there that I got for the gummy worms. I put them in the neck to help stabilize it, but still a little floppy. And then for the hat, so she had like ribbon or like a pom-pom or something. And I did not want to glue anything, so I added 2 rows of single crochet of white, but that made it stay like it was really high off the head and it looked weird. So I kind of tried to like sew it back downwards. But yeah, I absolutely love this guy. I've already got the next combo not working, but ready. Now, this guy, I think I showed you a glimpse of, but now that I look at it, I think the eyes are too high. I absolutely love this guy. So this is, I want to say the Crochet Corner on Instagram's pattern. She just released it. It does have a pumpkin mod as well. She was using Parfait XL, like this one. And obviously my yarn wasn't that thick, so I double stranded it. And then when she finished increasing, I did 2 extra rows of increasing. So I think she only did 3 singles and an increase, so I went to 5 singles and an increase. But yeah, it turned out absolutely adorable, even though the eyes were a little high. These were, so it was either these or 20 millimeter. Like, so I had to use these, and I lost the back to one of them. So now I really only have 3 usable eyes. So what I'm thinking, imagine this. Maybe I won't adjust it though. I won't do those 2 extra rows. But imagine that as the poison ghost with the 1 eyeball and then an X for the second one. So we're gonna have to throw one of these away if I can't find the back, which it is what it is. But like, I feel like that would be really cute. Mom was also saying Mike Wazowski, maybe? That could work. But yeah, let me know what I can do with one single 50mm eye. So that is all our whips. I'm going to count this as 12 and 13. If I was wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Because I don't know where that paper went. I must have thrown it away. But I hope you guys enjoyed this whip video. We still have a bunch up there. We still have the cardigan. Oh! I put it with the swings. This is 11. So it says 9 whips done on Thursday, 11 by Friday. I'm going to count 11 as the axe. No, because... yeah, the axolotl on the swing. And then, so 12 would be the eagle on the swing, which I showed you. 14 will be the granny square hat. Cheshire cat will be 15. And ghost will be 16. So we finished 16 whips. I didn't really work on whips on Saturday or Sunday either. I kind of just, the Just Start Cat, today's Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday. And then I finished this guy today, Tuesday night. So, yeah. So that is it. And I will see you guys next Wednesday? No, Monday. I'll see you Monday.